Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
Every single time I've tried to shoot my camera, whether it's been for a thumbnail for my YouTube videos, or if I've just wanted to get dope photos of my camera because I like the way it looks, I've always needed two cameras. One as the model camera, and then another camera to actually take a photo of the camera. So today I want to take some photos of this camera, but I'm not allowed to use any other cameras to take the photo. We're only able to use this camera, if that makes sense. So I'm thinking mirrors. That's the only way we're going to be able to do this. This mirror is too big. I think we'll be able to use this mirror. I don't think my sister will mind if I steal the mirror. Alright, I think we got enough mirrors. We got these two here and then that other big one over there. But one thing I've noticed is the more times the image is reflected through the mirrors, the more distorted it gets because the mirror isn't perfectly flat. So I don't know whether this is going to impact the photos or not, but if we try and get the shot with as minimal reflections as possible, I think that will end up with a better shot. But as always, let's just try first and see what we come up with. This big mirror, which I think if we how are we gonna do this? This is actually a lot more brain power needed than I thought.
Like we can try sort of like a top-down somewhat shot first. I just want to try this out to see if it would work.
How about we just try for the first shot, like a basic, just self-portrait, just straight on one reflection to see if we can even do that. For this, obviously, we're gonna be using a self-timer. I'm gonna use 5 seconds so I can press it, run away, get out of the shot, and then it will take the photos. I think we've gotta go, we've gotta go closer. Shouldn't we be shooting this the other way so that the lighting?
Oh,
actually,
yeah.
How about we just fucking do it? Let's just do it. Oh, fuck. Not bad for the first shot.
Maybe if this camera has to sit up a little bit, so maybe we can even put like your phone.
The phone will be in the shot.
Oh yeah, fuck. There it is. There it is. You can see it. We can see the camera. I just have to. Yeah. But when you crop in, it's gonna be hard. But we can do it. I was gonna zoom this out a little bit.
It's actually working. We're actually getting a top-down shot. Oh, you're kidding. Alright, ready in 3, 2, 1. That sort of worked. The shutter speed for the first shot was 1/100th of a second, but that's not even fast enough. I think if we bump the shutter speed up to 1/500th of a second, that should give us enough for us to be able to capture the shot. If we have the mirrors facing each other and doing like an infinite sort of inception shot. This is honestly, my brain right now is just trying to think of 10 things at once. And it's super hard, but take a deep breath. Okay. Alright, let's try this. Mint.
Oh yeah, and the light turns off.
Okay, the thing is, I'm in the background of this shot.
I think this whole time we've had that fill light on, the main studio light, up until right now is when we've actually just turned it off, and realized how much better the shot is. Yeah. I think it's just funny how much you learn.
Look at this, Liam.
Yes, that's a shot.
Ready? Look at that. Please focus it.
Yeah, hold it there. Yeah, hold it right there. Do not move. Sniper fucking breath. Ready?
So with the first shot here, I'm actually surprised at how sharp we got the aperture in focus. Kind of happy with this shot for a first shot. Probably just crop it to 4x5 for Instagram. It was really hard to focus on the camera and get all the mirrors. It was actually quite hard to do. The first photos are always just going to be whatever. This is the first top-down shot that we managed to get. It's okay, but as we can see, it's blurry because the shutter speed was 1/100th of a second. We needed that to be higher, and you can see my wallet there as well. I think if I was to do this again, I would make sure that my lighting was way stronger and just the product was more well lit. Because I had to put my shutter speed all the way up to 1/500th of a second, it meant that I needed to put my ISO all the way up to 4000, and which you can see that's just added so much grain to the image. I can't believe it. Like, this is a photo of a camera, but this camera took the photo. It just doesn't seem right in my head. My mind is literally blown. I think neons is one of my favorite presets. Put the exposure up a little bit and we'll make the oranges a bit more yellow and then give them a bit more saturation, and we'll make these blues a bit more saturated. We ended up taking all the photos in landscape, but we realized that if you flip the photo to the left and have it portrait, it kind of looks cool because the Sony is the right way around. The thing that I like about this shot here is that there's just so much depth going on. Like, we have the mirror which is out of focus, we've got the bokeh of my fairy lights in the background, there's the light bar which is just refracting. There's just so much going on, and we've still managed to somewhat get this Sony part in focus as well. But the shot that was the most rewarding, I think, was this photo here, because trying to line up a shot in real life just without any mirrors, without any reflections, is hard enough. But once you start adding mirrors into it, you think you're composing the shot a certain way by moving the mirror a certain way, but it's just completely moving on a different axis, and it just really blows your mind. At the end of all my videos, and the motto and mindset that I really push on this channel with being a creative is don't think, just do. And I really like how today all of us did that message. Like, I was speaking with Chris the other day and he said, why don't you do a video where you try and take a photo of a camera using that camera? And then today we've done it. I didn't overthink it past the point of let's have this idea and see where it goes. So if you can take that don't think, just do approach into your photo shoots, I think it really helps, and helps you not get overwhelmed and sort of removes all that perfectionism. All of these photos are edited using my Lightroom presets, so if you want to grab them, they come in a pack of 25, or if you want to get the combo pack, which is myself's and North Borders presets, it's a pack of 50. They also come with individual video tutorials showing you how to use each preset, and with every preset comes one of my raw photos for you to play around with and practice your editing. But that's all for me today. If you'd like this video, remember to leave a like, help me out by hitting subscribe, and as always, don't think, just do.
Repetition, shop and blaze. Like Mini Me, she my serving up every single plate. The hottest in the season, even summer looks away. Cause I got something to prove. I'm here cause I pay my dues. So please tell me something new. I'm in the